Welcome to Shelter Food and Beer, and today I'm going to be making, or should I say we are going to be making, tofu burnt ends. I know, tofu burnt ends. My wife of 30 years is vegetarian, so that makes me half vegetarian. We're going to smoke the tofu, prepare it at the end like you would a burnt ends. I'm starting out with some butter, mixed peppers, pepper flakes, onions, and tomatoes in here. My onions and peppers have softened up a little. I'm keeping these tomatoes whole so they get plumpy and explode eventually with flavor. My sauce, let's start out with Dr. Pepper, a Mexican hot sauce that has a nice vinegar tang to it, ketchup, barbecue sauce, brown sugar. So we're going to reduce this down until it thickens up and the peppers and onions will soften up more. Set it over here. Take my insert out. Spread my coals around. Add a couple chunks of wood. This is my tofu. It's been pressed to remove a lot of the moisture, and then put a meat church seasoning on each side. And this is my wife's version of the tofu. She pressed out the water and then she marinated it in some sort of marinade and put a dry seasoning on it. Let's slow that heat down by closing this vent. I got a full-fledged tofu burnt ends production going on here. Smells pretty good. The smoking is done. At this point with the burnt ends, you just add it into the sauce, stir it up, and put it back on there, and it makes the meat more tender. But this is tofu, so what is it going to do? I don't know. It has a smoked flavor, but it's also dried out a bit. So when we cover it and put it into the sauce and put it back on the grill, will that soften it up like it does with meat, with brisket, or whatever it is you use? I'm not sure. I will cover them just like you would a meat burnt end, because it's tofu. We're only going to cook them for another half hour. Put that over the rice. Put some on for her. She won't eat as much. I'll give her 3. And some sauce over the top. Toasted bread. There you go. I'm going to take the first bite. Put a little rice into the bite. The tofu is really firm. Great smoky flavor to it. It is tasty. It's not really like a burnt end with the tender, falling apart fat meat. It's everything a burnt end sauce would taste like. But it's a firm texture tofu, very smoky, very good. Thanks for watching Shelter Food and Beer. I think my wife's gonna like this. We're definitely gonna make it again. Has some heat. I'm drinking some wine.